What's going on, YouTubers? How are you? Welcome to another episode of The Commerce of Comics. Chris, how are we doing, my friend?
Yeah, not bad, man. You know, just trying to get out there, get some books here and there. New year, it's kind of same old. That's it. Just see what we can find. Everything's good. I know my wife works in medicine. She got her vaccine, so hopefully it's a sign of some good things to come. I know a few other people. You know, we're getting there. We're heading in the right direction. Turning the ship right around, be at conventions, hanging out in person.
Nice. Looking forward to that day too. And just wanted to say before we start, again, as hopefully some of you out there saw on Facebook and heard me talk about in the last episode, we're doing a promotion now. We're trying to drum up some new followers, new subscribers. So for one of the lucky 51st subscribers, we're asking you to complete the Commerce of Commerce, the TCC trifecta. So like and follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're halfway there right now. As of today, we're at number 25, 26. So halfway there. When we hit 50, one of those lucky people is going to be contacted, and we're going to give away a free comic book, including free shipping, just as a big thank you to the loyal people that are following us, supporting us from the start. It's going to be a book that is, or at least was, recognized as a key of the week or a key issue from Key Collector. So stay tuned for more details as that comes out. But we're really happy to keep doing this. We want to keep doing this, and we thank you all out there for your support. So now, without further ado, it's been a few weeks since we've done a haul video. Chris and I have some books from last quarter to end 2020, and a couple books that we've just gotten so far this year in 2021 that we wanted to talk a bit about. And so Chris, do you want to start us off?
Yeah, sure. Let me see. What do we got? You going with any theme? I mean, I haven't grabbed too much stuff, but
I don't really have a theme other than I've got like about half of the stack I want to talk about I've actually read, and there are some of my pull lists, and some of the other ones I just picked up because they're just, spec books or books that I've, wanted to add to the collection.
Right. Yeah, I got some slabs here. I got like a mix, slabs and some raw books. Just stuff we've been picking up. So start off with something small. Kingdom Offspring #1, and this is first appearance of Plastic Man's son. Offspring. He actually starts out, I think, as kind of his own entity, and he gets kind of retconned that he's Plastic Man's son. He's not as doesn't have the same power. So he has the same power set, just not as he can't do as much, I guess, basically. And I don't know, just one of those weird little books like I wanted to find, and over the years, and there it was in a dollar box, so snag that out. Who knows these days? So, and it's, I don't know, I feel like I'm looking around here, like I have almost all Marvel books except for this, because it's just, I don't know, the DC books are just kind of hard to find to some extent. So, we'll keep looking.
Nice.
So that's Kingdom #1, Kingdom Offspring #1. I don't know. I think it's worth the pick up. You see it. It's a cool cover. It's a good little story.
All right, there you go. For my first one, it's kind of a twofer, and I'm not going to really waste too much time because it's kind of a repeat. I just wanted to mention, you saw me talk about this book briefly last week. I didn't show it to the camera because I just mentioned that it had come out and then I read it, but I wanted to show that. Plus, I got the variant cover. So this is the High Republic, which just came out last week. From what I've heard, it's already first printing sold out. Second printing is already pretty much spoken for, going to show up in stores soon. But this is a 1 in 10 variant by Pascal Blanche. And this is going for around $20 now. Picked it up for a little less than that right at the store. And so, again, this is first full appearance of Keeve Trennis. First, that's the protagonist, the female Padawan. Then we've got first full appearance of our Chris and Skier. Those are 2 new Jedi Masters that are being introduced to this. And again, spoiler, but Yoda makes a cameo appearance in this too, so they're kind of weaving him into the storyline and talking about those older Jedi Masters that were around. And this is, before the fall of the Old Republic. So, so yeah.
Yeah, I missed that. Hopefully my LCS I got a pull list with, or one of them has one of those waiting for me. Cover A, cover B. Yeah, cover A is pulling like $15 all day, and that 1 in 10, I think it's going for like 30 now, easy. So
nice.
eBay. So
I still wish I had an Aaron Cooter one of 600 variant, but
I missed out on all those. What are you gonna do? But since we're on Star Wars, one thing I did find I didn't have for the PC is Star Wars 43, first Lando. Just didn't have it. I know we did our original series, episode, but just never had this one. We talked about a lot of books, and I think that was our 45-minute episode or so. But so grab this one, and I was looking up to find 2, so one's coming your way eventually. So, and I don't know. I think this is a great. They say he's getting a show, and I mean he's one of the big ones. I think this is another kind of. It's starting to heat up, but I think it's still, as opposed to, you see what Maul and forget about Ahsoka, like all these other Star Wars books, all these main characters, what it's bringing. I grab these. I'm gonna try to grab these all day long if I can right now.
Nice. So. Yeah, no, he's definitely getting a show. I think when we do our Star Wars Part 2, I already have a couple of dollar books that will play into that. I think they're doing it kind of
anymore.
Yeah, hopefully not. But it's like Lando Double or Nothing and a couple other things out there. Look for and yeah, Lando series coming to a streaming service sometime soon.
The Mouse House.
Next one I'll talk about briefly. Some of you out there have been watching the episodes. You're already familiar with this. Not this issue, but the fact that I've been reading the current Iron Man volume. I've been reading it from issue 1 straight through. This is on my pull list. This is issue 5 that just came out last week. So I like where this is going. This pretty much features Tony Stark. And again, spoiler, this picks up after the last Tony Stark Iron Man story arc ended, where Tony did in fact die. He's been cloned. He's moved from California out to the East Coast, and he's in New York. He's, teamed up with Hellcat, and they're taking on a new big baddie. Well, an old baddie who's back now, Korvac. And he's basically living inside of an android. So it's kind of a little bit like Ultron, but not really. But yeah, he's on the hunt to get into outer space and find Galactus's warship out there in space, and Tony's trying to stop him. In this issue, he gets Gargoyle, he gets the Scarlet Spider, he gets some other people to help him, and it's definitely growing on me. I was kind of lukewarm about it, but now I'm pretty much fully vested by issue 5 and want to see where it goes.
Yes. Towards pickup, sounds like. Yeah, I haven't gotten to read any of the Iron Man yet, so
it's not. I mean, it's not a key issue. There's no first appearances. Right. There's no nothing yet. But who knows? Maybe issue 7, 8 down the road, maybe there is something. But right now, it's just a fun read.
Yeah, nice. Let me see. What did I grab? Let's see. Here we go. Marvel Point 1. This I got. Shout out to Precision Pressing. Basically, they have the warehouse there in Islip, and Dan over there is selling me some books. And this is Marvel Point 1, number 1. I forget the year. I think this is, I just don't remember. But it's the first Nova Sam Alexander. So I think another one. They're pushing Nova. Say he's going to show up at some point. Nova number 1. From the original series, definitely Spike. I think this book, you can find this $10 to $15 kind of all day long in nice shape. I think it's definitely worth a grab with all the hype around the champions and Kamala Khan and Miles, everything like this. I think he fits right in there. And I mean, he's even on the cover in this one, and there is a variant. I think it's a 1 in 25 variant, and we see what, like, just the Kamala books are going for. It's kind of insane. So I think it was definitely worth a grab. And I don't know, definitely something else I'm looking to maybe pick up as a spec down the road, try to flip into something. Try to figure out a big book for this year,
Yeah.
So.
Well, Kamala Khan, I mean, she's definitely getting her own show too. She's the
Right.
main character in the Avengers game that I talk about on here, the video game. So she's, really popular right now. So we can't go wrong with picking up a Kamala book for sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Next book for me is, again, not necessarily a key issue, but, we talked about the symbiotes. If you haven't checked it out yet, go back, check out episode 9. Chris and I talk a lot about symbiotes. And I think around that time, we did talk about King in Black #1. So this is King Black #2. Issue came out a couple weeks ago. I think that's a 4-part series. So issue 3 should be coming out in a couple weeks, and then issue 4 sometime after that. But just like in issue 1, there was a big death in the Marvel family. There is a big death, I think, on literally the last page, second to last page of this issue. So won't even say spoiler alert and say it here. I think that it's too big, but definitely liking where this is going. Check it out, and all the other sort of side stories that are going on too. The whole King in Black tie-ins, they're a lot of fun.
King of Black's awesome. Some of the tie-ins are a little weak, but really enjoying so far the main run, and it's just I don't know, Downey Cates. I mean, what are you gonna say? It's just he's on fire. Let me see. Speaking, so you got symbiotes, so I'll tie into that. So I wasn't getting these for symbiotes, but Ruins of Ravencroft #1. So got a little Carnage action in here, and I got the variant. And so basically, I just picked these up because I like Strange Academy, and #1 really spiked. But I think these preview issues, you see the little logo right there, are
Nice.
the things to get, because these are the first appearance of these characters, and I've just been trying to grab all of them. Maybe I can put on Instagram or Facebook. We'll put a list, because I haven't. It's a list of these previews isn't really available, so maybe we can post that. But Ruins of Ravencroft is #1, is one of them. I know it's a Miles Morales book. This one, some of the variants don't have anything at all, so you know what you're looking for. I think the only book for these that really, really spiked is Thor #2, again, because of Downey Cates and the Black Winter. And then going on that still, and I got these right off the rack. They were hanging out for the past months. Doctor Strange was this #2, Surgeon Supreme, and same thing, got the little logo there, and this is their real first appearance. There's I think each book has something like 5 to 7 pages of story, and I don't know, really loving Strange Academy. A lot of spec on that. We're in, #1's into like the 5th or the 6th printing or something like that, and I think 1's going for $50 all day. Regular cover A. 2 is even going for $20. So definitely on the lookout for these books. Trying to get the whole set.
Nice. Yeah, no, can't go wrong with that. That's really popular right now. I think I picked up a 5th printing of issue 1 because it was like I think a limited run. It was the black and white cover. It looked cool. So yeah, they're at least 5th printing, or maybe they've done a 6th by now.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think maybe it does stop at 5, but they're all cool.
I don't know. They'll fast track it. Like, something tells me Disney will fast track that. It'll be a Disney Plus series, cartoon, CGI, live, something will happen.
Yeah.
Next for me is another one that I've been reading. This is Batman White Knight presents Harley Quinn #3. The premise for this, I've talked about issue #1 and issue #2 before, so I will not go back into details on the premise for this. Go back and watch the earlier episodes. But the only thing I will say is that at the end of issue 2, you have the first cameo appearance of Starlet, who's a new enemy of Harley Quinn and a new villain in Gotham, and this is her first full appearance. So not only is it on my pull list, but it's also Starlet's first appearance. And again, kind of like what I was talking about with Iron Man, this is growing on me. The first issue was like, but now by the 3rd issue, can't wait for issue number 4. I really like this now.
You think Scarlet's got some staying power or what?
I don't know.
Yeah.
What really compels me, and like what I'm liking here, is just the way that they're doing Harlequin, who is a single mother of 2 plus her 2 hyenas, and the way she's now working with the Gotham PD, and she's like kind of assisting them as a investigator with the detectives and working murder cases. So for me, that's really why I keep reading it. Not Starlet, kind of remains to be seen if she's got staying power.
Good. You know, all the punchline hype and everything else. So.
Well, it's funny you say that because I do have that coming up.
All right. I didn't mean to steal your thunder.
No
so
worries.
Go see some spec books I got, I guess, a few months ago, kind of before they popped. But I still think it's kind of undervalued. So Black Panther, number 2, first appearance Shuri. Kind of everyone knows this book at this point. You know, just happy to have it in the PC. I have
not the Mac.
Not the Mac. You know, just I still think it's undervalued. If she becomes Black Panther, I mean, this sky's the limit for this book. Like, I think it's a low print run considering, because I mean, it wasn't a super popular book. Number 2 is always a little less than number 1, and I mean, I think this is something you can go find right now. And you know, went for the 9.6, not the 9.8. I just don't see the sense for the one spine tick it might have. I can't even see. It's kind of, I don't feel like paying double the money. I'd rather spread it out, and some of these other books I'm going to show you as we go. So I think it's going to be Shuri in the movie. I don't see how they're going to do anything else.
I think they already confirmed that, I believe. So yeah, I mean, that's they're not recasting him, but they are still making the movie. So I don't see how they do a second Black Panther other than having Shuri just, you know, become Black Panther maybe sooner than they were originally planning on doing it. Yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm thinking. So I grabbed it. Cool cover. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
The other Avengers. And there we go. What else you got?
So for my next one, again, this is, I think, the last in the stack that I wanted to talk about that I'm actually reading. So this is on my pull list. This is the 4-part MODOK series. So this is the MODOK Head Games number 2. Talked about issue number 1 a few episodes ago. Again, this is the precursor to the Hulu series where Patton Oswalt is writing this. He's also going to be the voice of MODOK when it comes out. So this one is kind of funny. I mean, there is some humor to it because Patton Oswalt. So I'm really liking this. He gets kicked out of AIM. You know, Monica Rappaccini has really taken over, and then you have him going to find Tony Stark. Tony Stark helps him because it's, I guess, in his best interest to sort of help him, and they sneak into this like supervillains convention being held in Vegas at the casino, and they're there. Yeah, they're there to like go undercover. MODOK actually goes disguised as Baron Zemo, and they're there to try to get back some stolen Stark tech that AIM stole from Stark. I don't know. It's funny. It's humorous. So halfway down, or 2 down, 2 to go. So I'm liking where this is going.
Nice. Hopefully, you know, we'll see. You know, WandaVision comes out. Keep coming out with some good shows this year. Keep everything moving, and we'll be back in the theaters when we know it for everything else.
Absolutely.
What do I got? So when I've been looking for this for a while. I went back into kind of Marvel spec. Hulk number 1. This is Hulk from 2008. This is the technically the first cameo appearance of the Red Hulk, and this is the Hero Initiative variant. As you can say, there's 2 of these covers. There's a whole bunch of variants, but it's got the little Hero Initiative logo right there, so it makes it a little more limited. I just love the Hulk number 1 homage, and basically, I don't know, just can't wait to put it on the wall. Like, I have a couple of Hulk related pieces of artwork and things like that. So it's I don't know, Red Hulk's got potential. We definitely have the She-Hulk show coming out. So
yeah,
I mean, I could see Red Hulk popping up. I know that that Yellow Hulk was kind of a dud last year as far as first appearance, some of the spec. But I think Red Hulk's definitely got potential, and Red She-Hulk for that matter. Looking for that book as well. So, yeah, this is I don't know. I think they're out there, and you can. This is definitely a slab you can get for under $100 right now.
Nice.
With some sweet
Nice.
covers.
So sticking with that, slabs that are under $100, and to follow up my MODOK book, I will next on my list is Amazing Fantasy number 7 from 2005. So I got this in a 9.6, and I got this. Well, actually, I was telling you, Chris, before, like, due to a mix-up with the Postal Service, ordered it quite a while ago. Just got it very recently. But in any event, this is the first appearance of Carmilla Black, the new Scorpion, but that's kind of just a bonus why I really bought this book. It's also the first appearance of Monica Rappaccini. So she's really the supervillain behind everything in the Marvel Avengers game. She's the antagonist and direct competition and villain at AIM, fighting against MODOK in the MODOK Head Games, and then I assume also therefore in the Hulu show. So Monica Rappaccini very much, all over the place now recently, and so I wanted to go out and grab her first appearance before she blows up even more than she already has. So this actually a 9.6. You can get this for like $50 on eBay, or at least a couple months ago, that's what you could pick it up for. And then again, just the fact that it's the new Scorpion is kind of a bonus.
Yeah, it hasn't been on my radar. Nice. I'll have to look for that one too. It's a good grab. What we got? All right, I'm gonna get some bigger books here. So this is like just some stuff that I've been wanting and just think kind of undervalued. So there it is. Hero for Hire number 1, 8.0. This is, the deal. Tough black cover from the 70s. First Luke Cage. I don't know. Luke Cage is my favorite show on Netflix. So I know they haven't really talked 100% about bringing back Michael Coulter the way we talked about bringing back Daredevil and Kingpin and things like that. But I think this book is undervalued. I see what a similar book in look is, that Marvel Spotlight 5, that Ghost Rider, and you see what that book's doing in 8.0. I think it's going for a couple grand or something like that. I have to look up exactly, but I mean, this book is, I think this character, I can't see them not bringing him to the big screen. He's just, the show was great. Everything about it was great. I don't see how they don't. They're going to try to bring Daredevil and everything else, and they were talking about Iron Fist and like Shang-Chi 2, when we get there. Just, I don't know. I think this is the guy. This is moving forward. So I don't know, and I love the cover. It's just it's gonna look good on the wall.
Awesome. Yeah, that's a great book. That's probably maybe the biggest book of the whole night. My 2 cents on that.
Just you wait.
All right. Well, that's so that for all of you at home, Chris and I did not share what we were gonna do. So I'm finding this out in real time like you are. So there you go. But I think the climate is right nowadays with Black Lives Matter movement being so prevalent over the last year. Not to politicize the show, which of course I don't want to do, but I think with Chadwick Boseman dying, they really need a new African American front person for the Marvel universe, for the MCU. And it could be Shuri. They could introduce her as the new Black Panther, but it could also be Luke Cage. I mean, there's a number of people that they can
Monica
introduce.
Rambeau is going to be, by the end of the week, she's showing up somewhere in WandaVision. We're going to see how that all goes. But it's, I don't know, I love the show on Netflix. I think Luke Cage, I think that was the best show out of all of them. And that was the one I was real upset that, like, wow, we're not getting any more of this, and it's we'll see what they do with all this stuff. So I think it all hinges on Wanda and Doctor Strange and how many multiverses there are, because the Netflix show is tied into the MCU, but a couple lines here or there, more or less. You know what I mean? So we'll see how it goes.
Really quick plug, check out our last episode, episode 12. We talk all about WandaVision and
There we
some
go.
spec books. That comes out this Friday. Disney Plus just announced that they're launching not one, but 2 episodes to get us started. So 2 episodes should come out on Friday, January 15th to watch. But before you do that, check out our episode first. All right. Now, I guess I'll stick with Marvel. And again, I'm going to go, maybe I can just do, how many books do you have, Chris, left?
I got 2 more left I could talk about. I mean, I can dig through, but yeah, nobody wants to see that.
All right, I'll do a couple just to sort of catch up because a couple of these are going to be really quick. One is Avengers number 40. Now, I think issue 41 is just coming out or will be out very soon. This is the Enter the Phoenix story arc begins in issue 40. So again, Phoenix Force back again, relevant. There's going to be a tournament of heroes to basically become the new host of the Phoenix Force. So this story arc begins here, and this was a key of the week back a few weeks ago on Key Collector, and I went with the Black Panther variant, featured T'Challa front and center right there. So yeah, I'm kind of interested to see how this Enter the Phoenix story arc goes. So stay tuned. I'm sure I'll talk about it in a future episode.
We gotta do
next
an X-Men episode because that Phoenix.
Oh, we definitely. I'm glad you brought that up. So
you didn't get 101, did you? Oh,
I did not get 101. But shout out to my friend Alan, who I know is a loyal follower from the beginning. Alan, love you, man. I actually just acquired a bunch of books from Al's collection, including his entire run of Astonishing X-Men from Joss Whedon from like the early 2005, 6, 7-ish. So one book, again, there's a few other key issues in there according to Key Collector, but the one I wanted to mention tonight is this. I love this cover. This is issue number 6, where you've got Kitty and Colossus right there on the cover. Beautiful cover. This is also a key issue because this is the first mention of Sword. And again, just to sort of tie into WandaVision, they've confirmed that we will be introduced to Sword, which is a subdivision of S.H.I.E.L.D. They will make their MCU debut in the WandaVision show. So this is the first mention of Sword in the Marvel Universe.
Nice. Yeah, I got number 1 of the new series back somewhere. I haven't read it yet. And I know number 2 is coming out this week. I asked, to have it pulled for me too. And we'll see how it goes. I heard it was okay. I just, just haven't gotten to it. With the, life comes at you quick. So.
Yeah. And I mean, for all you at home too, I mean, the Hickman run of X-Men, that's on my pull list. I think issue 16 just came out a week or 2 ago. So I have all those. I haven't talked about any of that yet. I did a Ten of Swords episode way back in October. And to be honest, I never finished reading Ten of Swords. When I finish reading Ten of Swords, then I will continue reading the Hickman run, because the more recent issues of X-Men is now like the epilogue of Ten of Swords. So I want to finish reading that before I go back to reading more of the Hickman run. So again, coming out in future episodes, we'll talk more X-Men. We'll talk more Hickman X-Men as well.
Nice. All right. Are you done?
I've got a few more, but again, I'm just going to keep it really, really quick. So
go for it.
All right.
I got a couple big boys.
All right. Well, save your big boys. I'll throw in. So I'm not even going to waste any time really talking about this, but we mentioned Harlequin. So I ordered these last summer. I think it was East Side Comics out in Philly. They did this. They partnered with Warren Liu to do a variant. So you get the trade dress, and then you've got the limited dress. And this cover B, this is cover A, cover B. The only way that you could really get a cover B was to buy it graded by itself, or you could get it as part of the 2-pack. And this was limited to 1,500. So picked it up for not too much to get these 2 ungraded. Now they're going for Well, especially this one is going for more than that now, since it's been 5 or 6 months since then. But yeah, and I didn't know at the time that issues number 75 was actually the last issue of the Harley Quinn run. So this is also
Right.
the final issue. So yeah, just wanted to mention that because I've had these sitting for a while and haven't had a chance to talk about them yet. And then Moon Knight. Again, we're talking about new Disney Plus spec stuff. So there's going to be something about Moon Knight. There's going to be a show. Obviously, not his first appearance. That's worth a lot more money. But this is a number one. It's in decent condition. I'd say that this is easily an 8.5. Found it at a local shop.
Is that a newsstand, dude? Is it? I don't know.
It is a newsstand. It is a newsstand. Yes, it is.
I mean, people like those now, so it might have been a good get.
Well, you want to guess how much this cost me?
Did you find a $1 box, I hope?
$10.
I mean, it sounds pretty good to me. I haven't seen one of those in a little while, but yeah. So,
yeah.
No, I mean,
so
what's his name from Star Wars? It's going to be Moon Knight, right?
That's right. Yeah, Poe Dameron.
I'm blanking out his name.
He's Poe Dameron. He's Apocalypse. He's Oscar Isaacs.
There he is. That's
there
it.
There he is. And then, so I've got, I know I had a couple more than you, but I'm flying through them really quick. This issue just came out recently. This is a couple issues ago from the Ninja Turtles run. This is issue 111. You've got the first cameo appearances of Toka and Razor. So you have to go back to the early 90s. You've got Ninja Turtles, the movie Secret of the Ooze. You've got Toka and Razor. They don't have their official comic appearance in canon all the way until just a couple months ago or whatever it was for issue 111. So that's this one right here.
That's cameo, you said?
First cameo appearance. I think it's 113 or 114. They're going to make their first full appearance, and they actually meet Bebop and Rocksteady.
Nice.
That's coming out.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't realize a cameo was in that issue. Nice.
Yeah.
Good.
So I've got one more, and then I've got 3 big books to end on.
Okay.
So really quick, again, this has been burning a hole in just a box here in my private collection. So I wanted to talk about this. I was able to find this in a dollar bin. This is Hawkeye number 7, and this is the first appearance of Eleanor Bishop, who's Kate Bishop's mother, and she's going to be featured in the Disney Plus Hawkeye show. They confirmed that last month. So this is Kate Bishop's mom's first appearance. So should be very easy to grab this, hopefully still for you guys too out there watching, in a dollar bin. All right. So now we're down to the end, the last few. You want to go? You want me to go one more?
Sure. I'll take a shot. So the missus for Christmas got me first appearance of Scott Lang as Ant-Man, and they don't list in the CGC label, but first appearance of Cassie Lang. So I mean, he's getting the 3rd movie. Cassie got recast, so to have a bigger spot in the new movie. So just I don't know, really excited to have. I love. I think I have Ant-Man's 3rd appearance. The original Ant-Man. So just happy to have this in the collection. I have Scott Lang's first appearance, but he doesn't get everything, doesn't get the costume until this Marvel Premiere 47. And
that's a cool cover.
And yeah,
nice.
The missus did really good on this one. So Merry Christmas to me, and so that's it. Some of the best stuff in my collection came from
or one could say the best stuff in your collection.
One could say that. Little known fact for all you fans, just getting on from the beginning. But my wife also came up with the name Commerce of Comics, so
that's true.
She supports me, and just lets me run around until I tucker myself out. And so here we go. All right, I think this is another good get. It spiked a little bit after Christmas, but after the announcement, they're gonna get their their 3rd movie. I love those Ant-Man movies. I think it was a pleasant surprise. Another one from Disney, from Marvel, whatever. And and just interested to see where they go with it. And it's, there hasn't been a ton of spec on it yet other than Cassie. I think we could see, we might see the Fantastic Four come in, things like that. But nothing's confirmed because we're still probably, 2-3 years from seeing the movie, really,
Yeah.
So, all right, what do you got?
Well, I think you're going to get me in trouble because my missus also got me a few books for Christmas, and they are not included in what I'm talking about tonight. But I'll be sure to include those at some point soon. This is another book present for me from me. This book I bought again. This was months ago. This is The Boys issue number 3. I bought this. By now season 2 has concluded on Amazon on Prime Video, but I bought this I think right at the start or right before season 2 came out. So again, I think the value probably went up, and now it's coming back down now that we've got some time in between seasons 2 and 3. But this one, I got it off eBay. The seller advertised it as a 9.4 or 9.6 condition, and I have to say that I think it is. It definitely is a 9.4, if not 9.6. So this is one of the books that I do plan to send off to CGC to get graded. But for those of you who are followers of The Boys, fans of the show, comic book series, this is the first appearance of most of the 7. So this is the first appearance of Homelander, first appearance of Starlight, and other members of the 7. So this is, next to issue number 1, you skip issue number 2, this would be probably the second most valuable, number 3.
Nice, good get.
Thank you, sir. You have one left?
Yeah, I got one left. What do you got?
All right, I got 2 left. So I'll do this one. The last 2 I got are graded, and so I'll do this one next. Again, this was an eBay purchase a while ago. Got this in a 9.6. This is the first cameo appearance of Riri Williams. So it's Invincible Iron Man, number 7 from 2016. Now, they've already announced Disney Plus Ironheart is going to be its own show. They've cast Riri Williams. And so I don't know, maybe that show's a year, somewhere between a year and 2 years away, I would guess. It's kind of a toss-up from what I've seen. I thought that this book would be the one that was more valuable, but from what I'm seeing in the time that's passed since I bought this, I might have bet wrong, because this is her first cameo appearance, and I think her first, it's a toss-up, her first cameo versus first full. I don't know which one is really going to be worth more. It might be the full appearance, but anyway, that one is still out there for me to get, but for now, I have the first cameo appearance.
I got the opposite. I bought it off the rack way back when. I think it's number 9 is her first full, and I don't have that one though. So I'm looking for that one myself. So we'll see.
Still very affordable. But I would, for you and for all you out there at home, I would say definitely grab it at some point. It's already jumped up because they've announced the show, they've cast the character. So grab it now before the show comes out.
This is going to be a big youth movement. That whole Champions, the Amadeus Cho book, the Amazing Fantasy 15, Volume 2. Like I said, the Cassie Lang book I had, the Sam Alexander Marvel Point 1, the Kamala Khan books, which I think there's like
the Young Avengers book we did last week.
Right, the Young Avengers books.
Yeah.
Kate Bishop. I think that there's going to be a huge youth movement eventually. These guys can't make these movies forever, and I think that's where they're going to head to. They're going to head to this. They're going to head to another team eventually. So it'll be interesting. All right, mind if I finish up my?
Go ahead.
So I too bought myself a Christmas gift because no one gets you what you want like you. So I went out and I felt like this book has finally come down enough to where I wanted to grab one. First Thanos, first Drax. I don't know, just kind of got a little, Guardians of the Galaxy kind of shelf. Got the Infinity Gauntlet book. I actually have, what's the other one? Not Ultron, Annihilus book and things like that. And I just wanted this to add to the collection. And, it's a shout out again to Precision Comics and Cards, Precision Comic Pressing. Dan over there hooked me up with this, had it on the wall, made me a nice deal, and yeah, I mean, I don't know what we're done with Thanos. I think this is it's definitely come down in price, and I think it's I don't know. I was just happy to have it. I know the cover kind of kills it a little bit. I mean, it's got Drax. He's still running around the MCU. I don't believe we're done with the Infinity Stones. I don't believe we're done with Thanos either. And I don't know. I feel like this is just like a nice key for the collection. I was just that's probably my big book for the year. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. Good get for sure.
See how it works out.
All right. Well, to wrap up
What
this
do you got?
episode, last but not least is my biggest book of the night. And again, it's a 8.5, like yours was an 8.5. So this one is Star Wars Heir to the Empire #1. And this is from 1995. And as I've told Chris before, I mean, I'm a huge Star Wars geek from way back when. I was the kid in middle school reading the Timothy Zahn trilogy, you know, Heir to the Empire, Dark Force Rising, The Last Command, reading them until the spines on those books broke. This is the Dark Horse comic series based on the Timothy Zahn book. So this is the first comic book appearance of Grand Admiral Thrawn right there, and Luke Skywalker's future wife, Mara Jade, who's actually not on the cover. She actually is on the cover of issue #4. Which I don't have but want to grab. So this was a good get for me. You know, season 2 of The Mandalorian, spoiler, Grand Admiral Thrawn's name is dropped. So now there's, you know, talk of really when is he going to make his debut in live and real person. He's already in the Rebels, but, you know, he should make it to the screen in a live action form. There actually, I don't know if you heard this, Chris, but there's actually a rumor that, you know, Jon Favreau wants Robert Downey Jr. in the Star Wars universe, and the rumor was that maybe he might be approached to play Grand Admiral Thrawn, and then someone did a fan did a mock-up of him.
I haven't seen the mock-up, but I did hear that, and obviously they work well together. And isn't Mara Jade rumored for something? One of the announced shows, I think, plus the Book of Fett or whatever.
Yeah, it might be. I mean, it has to be a question of when, not if, Mara Jade makes her appearance. She's too big of a character to stay out forever. So yeah. So for those 2 first appearances, this is a huge book. The 9s and above are already really out of my price range. You know, at least now. So I got the 8.5. Maybe one day I'll, you know, upgrade and get a better copy, but you know, it's good enough for now for the collection. And yeah, it's just going to keep going up. So I mean, I guarantee yeah, I mean, at this rate, a year, 2 years from now, the book is going to double in value from what I paid for it, you know, back in 2020. So so yeah, anyway, again, and we already did an episode of Star Wars. We're going to do a part 2 at some point. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. Again, thanks for watching. If you're still watching, we had a bunch of books in the private collection recent haul that we wanted to get through. We'll be doing probably another haul video soon, as you know, as also some other theme ones. I'm planning on doing a Wonder Woman episode because my girlfriend has graciously loaned me her Wonder Woman collection. She has between 50 and 100 titles from Key Collector, including some graded and a few rare finds in there. So I'm going to do one before, you know, while we're still kind of close in time to Wonder Woman 84. So look out for that. Again, just a reminder, please, you know, complete the trifecta: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We also want to hear from you, so reach out, leave us some comments. And until next time, Chris, anything you might want to say? You want to
catching up? You got some good stuff. I got some good stuff. So yeah, it's just getting out there. It's just, you know, it's kind of the holidays are over. It's back to the grind. So it's going to be a little less time to look for comics, but we're going to do the best we can. And I mean, hopefully, I'm hoping, you know, at least New York Comic Con in October or something. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, I mean, that might be the only one for the year. Who knows? But everyone's pushing back. I know they already canceled the big toy show in New York in February. But yeah, it's just hopefully we're heading in the right direction. But the numbers kind of suggest otherwise. But maybe we'll wind this down sooner than we all think and get back to normal. So
here's hoping.
right.
And last but not least, if you are a fellow YouTube channel out there, if you're a fellow host or hostess and you're interested in collaborating with us, please reach out to us on, direct message us, send us an email. We'd love to have you jump on our show to sort of, shoot the breeze about comics. We'd love to join you as well. So, hopefully we can collaborate with some of you out there later this year. But until next time, stay safe, stay nerdy.